Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing one of the topic that is city creation. In this basically we are talking about the topic that is 100 plane basically which is crash basically. One other person told that if anybody tracks you Sunil then basically it might possible that that entire group basically will kill you also. Then basically Sunil Arna told that brown color is there basically that I have kept basically for them basically. That brown color I have basically kept for the entire group basically. That is Earth planet. And the problem started from where basically? The simple problem basically started from this basically. What was that problem basically? This basically. The problem is what? This basically. This was the problem. Simple problem basically. That is this basically. Resume sent and that problem connected up to this level basically. 100 under plane basically crash. 100 under plane basically got crashed basically. So one of the person told that basically this whole basically the group basically who are basically handling the cricket industry basically, right? They might be 100% knowing. Then to that yes basically. So do you think basically that cricket industry group basically might be traveling in from the plane basically? Then he told that yes basically. But how basically they have traveled to UK, US basically without plane basically? That is question basically. One of the person asked the question basically. That was good question basically. Then he told that the possibilities basically are is first possibility is basically uh, through roadmap basically. Roadmap means underground road basically are there basically. Lots of people says that basically underground road is also basically created by a long time basically the when the Raja Maharanis basically were staying basically. That basically roadmap is basically there. Few people says that they become normal person and then basically they fly to the country when then basically they play and then basically they comes into the normal form. Few people say that basically they had dual personality. Dual personality means um, uh, assume that one of the cricketer basically assume any cricketer basically any cricketer person basically of India country basically they have some dual personality. Dual personality means in front of the world basically he is like that as a cricketer. In real basically he might be something else basically. And he basically is the real person basically who is playing for the Indian cricketing basically. So like this also basically one of the person too. So this is the basically only way basic. That means this group basically who are basically handling the cricket industry basically that is the cricketers they basically know that this type of activity they are doing. Otherwise there is any meaning basically. Is there any basically way basically that they are not traveling with the plane basically? Then he told that yes basically. So there are basically that group is entire group basically knows this about this and they basically might be knowing this also basically. This and this basically is getting divided to the software company and this is basically the group basically who are handling this and in this basically the software industries basically are creating these all software companies and node system basically is equal to set of cities and this basically keeps on changing basically. So that basically in future basically anybody try to track this then nobody in this world basically can track this basically. So you can just imagine the dangerous thing basically of the cricket, stock exchange, software companies, Himalaya, Mount Everest, banking sector basically, who basically keeps this 100 billion crash data, and then after a certain time basically they dump the data to the stock exchange after so lots of basically process basically which was done basically. So one of the person told that basically, yes, yeah, basically. So software company basically is, that's why basically they are having so much high tech security basically. And on the basis of high tech security basically, they are having their lifestyle basically. And now basically they can't sit for 2 to 3 hours also basically. They can't sit for 2 to 3 hours also. They can't sit for 2 to 3 hours. So now basically back to that 2 to 3 hours. So this group basically says that basically we have created this, that is Microsoft group basically. Microsoft group basically told that they have created this here basically 3150. Then one of the person told that why basically that then the software company basically can't sit for 2 to 3 hours also here basically. Then Microsoft, one of the Microsoft senior person basically, the director basically told, no, basically we have solved that basically here basically. Long before we have solved basically. That means a group basically who basically got the birth basically, first birth, second birth, third birth, and the third birth, fourth birth, third, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 115 birth, 117 birth. So that city basically is giving the energy, and that basically everything. That basically we already checked with our employees basically. Our employee basically is having each and every data basically. We have already checked that basically. Then only basically we have told that no basically we have this many birth basically. So we are basically not like that basically telling that basically in front of the world that basically we have already connected to 3150 age basically. That means up to what level the, and this Microsoft is earning money from that percentage amount basically. That is 0.0000001 of that 12 lakh dollar basically. And Microsoft is dividing the money to small companies like Accenture, Capgemini, Patni. These all are small companies in front of this company basically. These in front of this company basically. That is this money, and money basically is earning just from one birth basically. Sorry, so from one birth creation basically. This many expense basically has done, and this many amount basically might have covered long before basically. So percentage of amount basically, this percentage of amount basically he might be dividing. So in other language basically we can say this money basically is getting divided in percentage basically in front in between basically this group basically and this group basically, that is this, are having crash of the plane basically, is having the plane crash basically in Himalaya and Mount Everest, and these all are the projects basically which are keeping the track of this all data plus basically the existing data basically. Why they are giving? Because they have this group basically, Bombay Stock Exchange group basically are giving percentage of amount to this software companies basically. So just see basically the chain basically. So chain basically see of the rich group basically, that is Amir group basically, Maldar group basically, in rich group that are basically the rich people basically, just richest people in the world basically. First we will take in India basically. See basically richest people. Richest people see. Richest people see. See richest people. See richest people see basically. And richest people in the world basically. Richest people in the world basically. See richest people in the world basically. See basically the richest people. So in next video basically we are going to see